our first warm-up exercise is going to be a ball and a weave with some punches. So it's kind of like our side lunge movements that we've done in the past with Max. We're going to pretend that we're ducking under something, stepping inside, and punching. And then back, ducking under something, and punching. If coming down and moving to sides toward our knees, you just step to the side, punch, step to the side, and punch. 30 seconds, and here we go. Begin. You don't have to go super low with this exercise, just getting the legs warmed up. Mix up how many punches you're doing. 1, 2, 3. And time. Great work, everyone. And move on to our trunk twists. So with this one, have our hands on our chest, hands out to the side. Hands out to the side will give you a little bit more of a twist. And rotate back and forth nice and easy. Try not to crank it too hard one way or the other because it is a twisting motion and can have some effects on your spine. 30 seconds and begin. Going from side to side, nice and easy. Keeping that core nice and tight throughout the motion. Five more seconds. And time. Our next warm-up is going to be our arm circles. Stay in the same position, slide in our knees. Just going to start rotating our arms forward in smaller circles. And begin. Switch directions, going backwards now. And then forwards with big circles. And backwards, big circles. And just give yourself a big hug. Great job, everyone. Our last one is going to be our hip circles. To have our nice athletic stance, slide bend our knees, toes, and feet just wider than shoulder width. And we're just going to rotate in a circle, clockwise or counterclockwise. We're going to switch directions halfway through. Whichever way you want to start with is up to you. And begin. And switch directions. And 3, 2, 1, time. Great job, everybody. Okay, so our first exercise is going to be our lunges. If you have weights, you can grab those, pull them down at your side. What we're going to do is we're going to step forward, and then we're going to lower ourselves down till our knee is just above the ground, and go back up. You want that back knee to be moving in a straight line down to the floor and back up. And we're going to step back, do our other leg, keeping our weight in the heel of that front foot. If you have enough room and you prefer, you can also do walking lunges. Same motion, except instead of stepping back, you're standing straight up and moving forward. 30 seconds, and begin. Want to control the movement completely all the way through. Going down, almost touching that knee, and back up. Keeping that front knee over that front foot. Don't let it dip into the side, to the inside. And time. Our next exercise is going to be our back flies. For this one, you can do it with either your weights or your band. I will show you both. We'll come into that shoulder width stance, slide bend your knees, bend forward. With our weights, we're going to spring them up, squeeze with our back, controlling the movement all the way throughout. If you want to make it easier, you can bend your elbows a little bit with your weights, and it's moving in a different way that'll make it feel easier. Or if you have lighter weights, you can do that as well. If you have a band, you can simply stand up while you're doing it, hold the band in front of you, and pull back. Does the same thing for you. 30 seconds, and begin. If you are bending over with the weights, make sure to keep your torso in a straight line, core tight, and keep your head neutral, so looking towards the ground. Ten more seconds, everyone. Great job. And time. Gonna keep our weights. We have them. Next movement is gonna be our Romanian deadlifts. So what we're gonna do is keep that same stance, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in our knees. Keep our core nice and tight as we push our hips back, bending down till we feel a stretch in our hamstrings. We want to pull ourselves back up with our hamstrings and push through with the butt. From the side, going down so you feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and pulling back up, controlling the weight, controlling the movement all the way through. 30 seconds, and begin. Same thing with the back as with the back flies. You want to keep your head in a neutral position, not cranking it up to look straight forward, and not pushing your chin down to your chest. Nice and neutral. 10 more seconds, everyone. And time. Our next exercise is going to be a floor press. Keep our weights in the cut as we come up down to the ground. Lay on our backs, bend our knees, and bring our heels towards our butt. Our weights are going to be at our sides. You can have your elbows even with your shoulders so that your palms are facing down towards your feet. Or you can have more of a neutral grip, would be your palms facing each other, whichever feels better on you. I personally like the neutral grip. We're going to press the weights up to the sky, squeezing our chest, and controlling the weight back on the way down. 30 seconds, and begin. You can also do it with a band. You have it. Taking your band, put it under your back, and going down. Same motion, with or without weights, with or without a band. Squeezing your chest at the top. And time. All right, everyone, we're going to stay on the ground for our dead bugs. So with these, going to bring our legs off the ground, our knees and our feet are in a 99 position. Our hands are pointed straight up in the sky, just like we finished a floor press. We're going to lower one leg and the opposite arm down to the ground, and then pull it back up, nice and controlled. Opposite leg, opposite arm, down to the floor, and back up. You want to make sure that your lower back is tight to the ground, not arcing. And you want to imagine as if you're pushing out with your heel, and then using your abs to pull your leg back in towards your body. 30 seconds, and begin. Remember to make sure that lower back is tight to the ground. And time. Great job, everyone. We'll come back up to our feet. 2 more exercises in the set. This next one's going to be our cardio for the day. We have our line hops. So what's that's going to be? You're going to imagine that there's a line or a crack right in front of you. Hop forward, over the line, and then back. And then just repeat. Back and forth, over that line. 30 seconds. And begin. This doesn't have to be fast. You can do it nice and slow, and make sure that you're controlling your landing, bending those knees as you land and absorbing that force. If you want, you can go a little bit faster. Same motion. And 3, 2, 1, time. Great job, everyone. Our last exercise of the set is going to be our lateral raises. Grab our weights, water bottles, whatever we have. Come back into that nice athletic stance, knees bent, feet shoulder width apart. Have our weights, hands down at our sides, palms facing towards our body. We're going to raise up, out to the side, controlling the weight all the way up and all the way down. If you want, bending your elbows, going out to the side, will make it a little bit easier. So if you have 10s but you need 8s for dumbbells, just bring it in and it'll feel lighter. You'll get the same muscle groups with that exercise. 30 seconds and begin. Nice and controlled. 15 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. I'm going to take a 2-minute break and then get back to our next set. Grab some water and catch your breath. Great job, everyone.
Probably noticing some hip flexor tightness maybe since you're sitting at home more. We're not walking to meetings anymore. Not walking around campus. So this probably feels pretty good.
10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Switch sides. And 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, next one's gonna be our hamstring stretch. Go ahead and stand up. This one, keep our legs straight, maybe slight bend in the knees. Or keep our torso straight as we hinge at the hips, reaching down towards our toes. And for this one, unite your feet together as you stretch down or wider, whatever is most comfortable for you. It will all stretch the hamstrings. 30 seconds. And begin. Remember to breathe while you're doing these stretches. Try to get a little bit deeper into the stretch every breath out. Last 10 seconds. Go ahead. Round your back and keep, and just relax into the floor. Fine. All right, the next ones are going to be our neck stretches. For this one, you can stay standing We'll grab a seat. First one is we're going to do is we're going to look slightly to our left and put our hand on top of our head. We're stretching out that back right side of the neck. "30 seconds. This one we're going to switch halfway through to the other side.
Think about gently pulling your ear down into your armpit.
Down towards your shoulder, down towards your armpit. And switch sides. Look slightly to your left. Put our right hand on top of our head, stretching the back left side of our neck this time. 15 seconds here. And that's time. For our next one, we're going to look slightly to our right. And we're going to look up and away. This is going to stretch out our sternocleidomastoids, I believe it's
Yep.
how it's pronounced, which run from our ear all the way down to our clavicle and our sternum.
That's why we just call it the SCM.
SCL.
SCM.
So again, SCL.
Sternocleidomastoid.
So again, for this one, we're leaning slightly to the left, pushing our chin up and to the left. You should feel that from your right ear down to your clavicle. 15 seconds, and we'll switch sides. Again, we're not doing this to the point of pain. Just feel a nice stretch. Remember to breathe through these stretches. And switch sides. This time, look slightly to our left, and then take our right hand under our jaw, push up, and diagonal to our right. You should feel that on the left side of our neck right here. 30 seconds or 15 seconds, and begin.
But be gentle with these. I can't see you. I'm not saying that you're trying to hurt yourself, but be gentle.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, our last stretch is going to be child's pose. Come down onto the ground. Start on your knees. Going back, sitting down in between our feet, on our feet. Reach out in front of us. Feel a nice stretch on the side of your body. You can have your knees and your feet under you, or you can spread your knees out to the side so you can get a deeper stretch back in there. If you have to, you can have your feet out a little bit too. It all depends on your flexibility. 30 seconds and begin.
If this also is not available to you, if this is too much on the knees, you can do that stretch against the wall as well. It's a little different, but at least your knees will be pain-free.
Yes, so for the wall, just stand against it.
Yep.
And then move forward. And it's time, everyone. That is all we have for you today. Great job.
Yeah, nice work, everybody. Feeling good?
Better.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. No one's getting sore anymore, right? Ah, a little bit?
A little bit.
Okay, okay.
Not as active. Down here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.